Peter, now when I get because I said I want nothing in Fala doctor. I told her to be both in the quote that I don't want anything in the
Make this carnival a special one at Spice Isle Jewelry. Get up to 40% off our collection of silver and gold jewelry with purchases above $115. Visit our 2 locations on Grenville Street, St. George's and Spiceland Mall Grand Dance and see our fine selection of traditional West Indian bangles, necklaces, earrings, rings and our unique handmade pieces. Step into Spice Isle Jewelry and shop in air-conditioned comfort with friendly, helpful and courteous staff. We also pay the most for scrap gold. Our repair service is second to none. Treat yourself or someone special with something special from Spice Isle Jewelry. Serving you since 1986. Call us on telephone number 440-3155 or 440-6648. Sale ends August 31st.
Welcome to Ride Along Live. Yes, welcome everybody. As you guys coming, go ahead and share up the thing, share up the program. 1, 2, 3. Yes, yes, yes. We are here. We are live. Oh, what a beautiful Monday. It is the 22nd day of August, Jed. August done, you know. Just now is Merry Christmas, you know. Yeah. Gail, welcome. How you doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Guys, as you come and go ahead and share the program, as I'm doing right now, because this story tonight, it's very interesting. I think that there's a lot that everyone could learn from the story. I'm not going to preempt it. The gentleman is here, and he's about to share this. It's a roller coaster kind of a story, but he's here. I'm gonna share the story. Akeem, how you doing? Big up yourself. Akeem, don't worry, you sort it out. Don't worry, Akeem, you sort it out. You sort it out, Akeem. Big up yourself, big up yourself. Yeah, everybody share the program. Yeah, so I was saying the gentleman is here, and he's gonna share with us why he's having so much problems getting someone out of his house, and why it seems like he's spinning top in mud and it's not being resolved. And he said he tried everything, and this might be his last recourse to fix the issue that has been ongoing for a very long time. So we go hear it. Yeah, we go hear it. Very, very interesting, guys. Very, very interesting. So let me go ahead and share. Hey, good night to you, Courtney. Big up yourself. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Jackie Chaitan. How are you doing, Jackie Chaitan? How's your son? I hope he's doing well. Guys, hold on. Let me share this program. There's a few groups in Trinidad and a few groups in St. Vincent that I gotta share this to. Good friends of mine. Yes, yes, yes. All right. Okay, let's go, guys. Let's go. Everybody share. Everybody share. Jackie, you share. Spice Chick, you share. Marva, you share. Everybody share. Everybody share. Everybody share. Oh, before I start, guys, let me just say this. Let me say this, right? And this is going to encompass kind of everything that's been happening for the past couple weeks, days, weeks, whatever. Remember this, guys. The energy that you give out, that's what's going to come back to you. Yeah. So let that be your guide. I will explain it at the end in further details. Keep this one in mind. All right. Okay. All right. See if we could get the young man. All right, we're ready. Let's go. Okay. Guess we have a little more time still. Guess we have a little more time still. I just lost signal. As soon as I went to go to the guest, he just lost signal. He's gonna come back in though. Gonna get a chance to chat with him. Yeah, the energy that you give out, that's what you will get back. If you give out positive energy, if you give out good energy, you're gonna get back positive energy. You're gonna get back good energy. If you take a lot of time giving out negative vibe, negative energy, somehow it always come back to you, and sometimes triple fold. Yeah, sometimes come back to you triple fold, worse than you could have ever anticipated. All right, Lincoln, are you there? Are you able to hear me?
Yeah, but you're
All right.
breaking up.
All right, I'm breaking up. I think your signal.
Yeah, I feel like a better now. Yeah, look better now.
Right. Okay. All right. I think I'm hearing you better now. Just sort out the camera a little bit because we're not able to see you too well.
Yeah. Better?
Right. Better. It's gonna be a long day, a long night. How you doing, Lincoln? You good?
You're breaking up a lot.
Breaking up a lot? All right, Lincoln, tell you what. Go back out and come back in. All right? Just recycle. Just go back out and come back in. All right? Just go back out and come right back in. We go sort out Lincoln's audio video problem. Rest assured. Jackie, yes, so Jackie, why are we sorting out Lincoln's audio video issues there? Big up to everyone who came out and or viewing the Grenada Day broadcast yesterday. We came to you live from Boys and Girls Field. It was a really, really, really good event. And for the folks who watched it, I know you guys was thoroughly entertained by what you saw. All right, Lincoln, you there now?
Yeah, there. Yeah, man.
Hear me, hearing you, seeing you, everything good. Everything good. All right, Lincoln. Where?
Thanks for having me on your program tonight.
No problem, no problem. I think that it was necessary because I think that in some ways I see that a lot of people could learn from this experience in more ways than one. So this is also a learning experience for our viewers. So let's start from the beginning, Lincoln. Tell us a story. I'll butt in from time to time just to insert some questions. But where do we start? Take us from the beginning. What happened?
All right. Okay, I'll take it from the beginning. I had married to this lady. Her name is Frances Joseph. Right? We had a tear-up relationship that we could not, none of us, I couldn't take anymore because I couldn't keep money in the house. She son keeping it, she taking it. I had a real problem in the house. I decided, well, I have to move on sometime in life. I bought a shop for my man when I built a house in Lamwood. I go to Postal, I buy material, I build a house in Lamwood. I bought a shop for my man called Mr. Alban in Lamwood. And I gave them a shop. I put a shop there. I stocked the shop many occasions. I go in America, I work on cruise ship. I send them barrel upon barrel. When I come back, the shop bust. I ain't getting $1 out of the shop. He wasn't bothering me because I was just doing what a husband's supposed to do.
Right.
I do so. I send money upon contracts to pay off Postal. I told her what to do. I told her, pay Postal $11,000. At that time, it was own Postal $11,000 because the material was $20-something thousand. I told her to pay off Postal, take the rest of the money and put it on my account. I said, because I want us to have a decent home. Right? I want us to have a better home because I'm doing something to be a husband. I wanted to have a better home. She did not pay off Postal. She take all the money. I don't know what she do with it. I came home, Postal called me. Postal sent my letter. that if I don't pay, they WhatsApp me first. If I don't pay, they're going to take me to court, and that's the procedure. So I asked her, how come you did not pay off first? Where is the money? What you do with the money? That's over 8,000 US I sent it during the contract. Go up to 20-something thousand EC dollars. When I ask her for the money, she tell me I'm a black mother so-and-so. Right along, that was a hurtful part of my life. Because I know, I could tell you what I used to do on the cruise ship. I was a cook on the cruise ship.
Right. Before you go, let me hold on. Before you go, let me just interject right here. Avoid calling. I know you did it earlier.
Yeah, I won't call it. Yeah.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Because everybody know me, they know what it is. Anyway. So I do so. And I tell her, say, listen, you didn't pay poster. What to do with the money? Contracts upon contracts are coming home. Light bill not pay. Light bill cut off. I have to come back and pay light bill. She don't pay water bill. She don't pay no bill. The house remain the same. You can't come home and say, come at this time home, the yard go cut. I keep it to myself. I get frustrated by later. And I started to drink alcohol to just calm my nerves. As a man, when I drink, I don't want to sleep. So I just drink to fall asleep. You know, yes, when I drink, I want violence. When I drink, I want to sleep. So I should drink to fall asleep, take the stress out of my brain. I can't keep money no in the house. She thieving, she son thieving. I don't know when she's son thief, I don't know when she thief. Because if she thief, if something is not thief, is a mother. When the mother thief, when the son thief, and I catch him, he say, yes, he did. I hide some money in that suitcase right along. You know, them suitcase have a zip. When they take out all the clothes, and they have a zip to cover the iron in it. I hide the money quite up in the bag. They still find the 2,000 US and they spend it. Okay. I do so now, and I said, okay. 2019, she asked me to come and talk to her. I said, I don't want to talk to you. I just want my divorce. I just want a relationship get done. She asked me if what I have in it for her, if she had to divorce me. I said, I have nothing for you. I say, all I want is a divorce, and I want to move on with my life. That's all I want. Right along, I watch a woman on the bed at night. After the woman tell me how my black mother son. So, two things are coming in my head. Kill her, and kill the next man that still have my money, and just walk in the police station. I wake up 1 o'clock in the morning, I watch on the bed. I bring a knife close to the room, and I put a knife on a stick table.
All that happened?
Yes. She opened this, she never know it. I put a knife on the bed, and I leave the knife on the bed, and I go. I walk over the house. I walk from Lamu to Grand Anse that night, trying to cool my brain. No, he still called me and asked me if she could keep the house and she could pay for it. I said, yes, go and pay for the house, and Lincoln book my name at LA Post. I go so far and I pay. I still go back and take $1,000 on my account. After she take all the money, I still go and take $1,000 on my account. And I give her a lady to go and pay $1,000 on posted bill in 2019. But I realized I had to get something in town. So I call until I give posted $980 from my account. From 2019 to now, she never paid $1 on this house.
All right, let's go back a little bit. Let's go back a little bit. We'll catch up. So your allegations are that you working on the ship, you was sending X amount of money down with the intention that your wife, your then wife, would take the money and build that house, right?
Not build a house, pay off for it, because I already built that house already. That house was already built. So I credit the material from Postal.
Right. Okay. Only to find out that when you came back, no money was paid towards the bill.
No money was paid, yes.
Right. What kind of house was it?
It's a 3-bedroom wooden house.
Okay. Okay. All right. All right. Go ahead. Continue from there.
Right. So she asked me to pay. She asked me to pay for the house. I said, you can go ahead. in my point of view, I still take $1,000 and give a lady, a friend of mine, to go in town to pay $1,000 on a house. But when I remember I was getting something in town, I told her give person $980. So from 2019 to now, she did not pay $1 after she called me and asked me what's about the house, she could pay for the house and keep the house. She did not pay $1 from 2019 to now. She rented the shop in front of the house for almost 3 years or 2.5 years. I go to the young lady that renting from them and tell her, listen, the shop you're renting is not Francis Joseph shop.
I think we're missing a big portion. Hold on. I think we jump the gun a little bit. We didn't get past the point where the relationship and how the relationship ended. Right?
All right.
What was the resolution to the marriage?
What really happened is that I came home one evening, 1 year on contract, and I saw 2 mishaps in the contract. And then when I came home, I find a man boxer in the back of the van, in a pocket of the back of the van. A guy boxer, big boxer. So I asked her, I said, who that boxer for? So I decided, well, I go throw the boxer in the garbage. She said, you can't throw the boxer, and he started to get on. She told me his son and a little fat boy went on the beach. So I met his son. She didn't even know that because my feelings were gone. So I didn't really care what she was doing, but I just want to get out of the relationship. So my friend, I meet his son and I tell his son that I want to call his son because I don't call him.
Yeah, don't call him.
Yeah. I meet the son and I say, your mother taking on the beach regular, man. You see me? The last time I went on the beach is when you take us on the beach. That's the exact words. So I went in the house after that and I go into my room. I saw a big gray jersey, extra large, in the room. And when I saw the gray jersey, I said, who is jersey for? She trying to convince me. I weigh medium. She trying to convince me that that big extra jersey is mine, and it's not mine. I work on a cruise ship. I used to work, when I was working, I worked in Norwegian Cruise Line. I called my wife on video call one night, my ex-wife on video call, and she telling me, I called her to see if she have a man in the bed. That was no way in my head. I just see long time I call her. I didn't see her. So it is not like a monitor or anything. What she did wasn't really concerned to me because I wasn't happy in the marriage and I wanted to move on. So cheating is the haunting I really bother me. That had nothing to do with me. I didn't care what she was doing. The thing that hurt me in that relationship is the money I spent to pay off postal and the rest to put on my account and the answer she gave me when she told me how my black mother so and so. That night I wanted to kill that woman. I made up my mind I was going to make her jail. You understand? I watched her lying on the bed. I just shake my head. I put on the knife. I walk out the house and I walk straight down to Granans. I came back up from Granans about the next day on 12. She asked me where I went to. I didn't up to the day I didn't answer. When I came back, I go straight to the shop and I buy a bottle of rum and I drink it. Because I know that would put me to bed and I wouldn't think about nothing. You understand?
Yes.
So
here's no. Go ahead. I want you to go ahead with your story because, of course, we did look into this case. We got a chance to speak to the wife. I mean, I just want to hear your side of the story, and of course, she have a response. She has a response. I spoke to her.
So let me tell you what going on now. When I was going back to the cruise ship, she called me and told me she want to talk to me. I said, I don't want to talk to you. Any conversation I want to have it in front of a lawyer with you. All I want is my divorce. I don't want to hear nothing from you. I just want to have a conversation with my lawyer. I don't want to see you. I don't trust you. That's the exact word I say to her. While I was, because I leave Disney and I leave NCL and I go with Disney. So while I was on Disney, my lady friend told me, look, you get a divorce letter from X and X. I said, all right, thank God for it. So when I come, I went to a lawyer And the lawyer, I told the lawyer, look, I get this letter. And she asked me, you all have any children together? I said, no. She said, so you really want a divorce? You want to talk about it? I said, no, I don't want to talk about it. I want a divorce over and done. That's what I wanted, because I said, I'm not happy in that divorce.
Right.
In that marriage. I'm not happy. I'm really uncomfortable. I can't sleep at night. Every time I watch her, the devil is coming into me to do something to her. And I used to be this young bad boy thing in the oldies, and I stopped. I said, I don't want to go back down that road.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to go back down that road.
So,
and the only reason, the only reason why, as God like the truth, I did not really kill on that bed that night, because I had a different account I was saving money on, and I could have gone start and build a house in Granada where I could have started over myself. So if I didn't have any money at all to start with, I would have do it, because I wouldn't have nowhere to go. You understand? But I didn't want to sleep around her. Every time I sleep around her, I just think it's evilness that coming into my mind. Kill her in a bed, kill her. You understand? That's all that coming into my mind. So I just decided, well, I will move out. I left the house. I did not take a box in that house. I said I want to remember nothing in that relationship, and I leave and I go. The divorce come true. I don't know when the divorce call. All my lawyer called me and tell me the divorce is over.
Were you aware? Were you aware of the divorce?
I was aware of the divorce.
Were you aware of what the claims were on the divorce, or did you claim anything on the divorce? Did she claim anything?
No. In order to claim on a divorce, I think you have that knowledge too, if you know. In order to claim on a divorce, you must divorce first and then claim.
No, I mean, during the process of the divorce, they would say, okay, like if you have a house, you and her have a house together, you would say, okay, well, the house had to split and the house had to sell, and she had to get half because I was a equal part of the building of the house. So then, before we divorce, the legal papers would say, this is what I want, this is what she wants. You guys,
right.
Did you guys have some understanding as to?
No, we didn't have no understanding. I didn't have no understanding about it, because let me tell you, for instance, what really happened. I built 2 houses in that relationship.
Mm-hmm.
Ivan came and mahjong her house. I was working with Volker Stephen at that time. I credit material from Volker Stephen to build that house in Cherry Hill. I did not like Cherry Hill because the step was too long. So we decided we're going to go and look for a piece of land to rent. But little did she know, the land I was there, that's my family land. That's the Drake's family land. We go there and I go by postal. I ask Miss Cathy to come and sign security for me to get the material to build a house.
Mm-hmm.
When Cathy comes to sign, and then we go and we build the house in Lamwood, all the material comes from LA Postal.
Right.
You understand? I have all the evidence, all the documents. The officer in charge, the sergeant who was in charge of Central, I don't want to call him, but I don't call him.
Mm-hmm.
He told me, look at you have all your evidence here. What she's saying is not true. That's exactly what he's trying to tell me. So he called her. And he to explain to her how much you feel in material antique. She telling him I may take about $5,000 in material. That woman is a wicked woman. She telling him I may take about $5,000 in material, which she know that I take all the material and post to below. You understand? So I bring all the evidence to him. She tell him that I have 2 accounts in postal.
Mm-hmm.
And I want her to pay for material, what I take to build my house in Grand Snow.
Right.
Right along, that's a lie from the pit of hell. That is a lie from the pit of hell. I could give you a postal lawyer number now and let you call him and let ask her, the postal lawyer, how much account I have there. If you don't pay the first credit, how would you get credit on the second credit?
Understand. What was her financial input in the house?
I've been honest as God, like the note and the truth about everything. And I don't like to lie. I give her this light bill alone to pay for the house. I pay all the rest of the bills. Just a light bill for the house.
Well, and building the house.
She didn't have no financial input.
Did she put up money? Did she put up anything?
No, she didn't put up no money. I take all the material from postal. I even asked her, I say, you want to co-sign with me in postal? She said, no, you go and take it. because she knows she had intention. Right? She didn't put up anything. And I don't lie. God like the truth, she didn't put up anything. I either go by postal and take the material. I have all the evidence. I give the police all the evidence. They still have it. I don't go back for the evidence. First, I'm frustrated.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
Listen, let me go back where I was before in 1 minute.
Yes. Yes.
The house in Cherry Hill. She encouraged me to give my daughter the house because my daughter have about 3 or 4 children at that time. 3 children. They give my daughter the house because she's a daughter, she have children, and she want a place to stay. Right along, I do what she said because she knows me that build a house in Cherry Hill. I give my daughter the house. When I go on the cruise ship, she go behind my back and charging my daughter rent for the house. She go behind my back and charging my daughter rent for the house. I told my daughter, do not pay any rent for that house because the house is not hers. I say, the property there, which is the land, I know she's paying, she used to pay rent for that land. It's my old lawyer man, she used to pay in St. George's. So I say, if anybody had to end up at that house, you are to end up at the house. My daughter ended up leaving the house because she pressured my daughter. She tell her she go bring police for her to get out of the house. When I call her and I ask her, what's going to be my daughter? He said, nothing is happening. Nothing so is happening. My daughter lying.
Right.
Right? I go so far in the relationship, I bought 2 buses. Let me tell you, people don't know what's going on. I will tell you what's going on. I bought 2 buses in that relationship. I bought a silver bus that's sprayed in red. H319 was the bus number. It's called it Mad Out. The first bus I bought was a white, Extreme Love. I go to the union. They don't want to give us 2 stickers as union parties because they'll say 1 bus owner. So I beg, I plead, I write a letter, then I get a sticker to go on her name. So I put the bus on her name. I was just doing everything to be a husband. This woman sell the bus when he bought, that he was on her name. He sell the bus. I don't know what she do with $1 from all this bus. I kept my bus and I started working my bus. She want me now to support her because she don't pay her bill for the house. Got the light bill cut off for almost 12, 11 years for the house. Just the light bill in the house she had to pay, she don't pay it. 12, 11 years the light bill cut off for. You could go back to Grand Lake and ask them and let them give information about that light bill. He done honey. That light bill cut off. You know she put back on her light bill? She put back on her light bill after the divorce coming. After. Because she know not she will go pay. Somebody's going to pay because she don't like the pay bill. I did a light down in the house. I come on vacation. I hear the door knocking. When I open the door, I believe. Come with 2 letters. 1 for Care Bank, 1 for Coats. Tell them how, the belief tell me how your wife takes her money in Coats and you are the people. I say, well, I don't have a clue about it because I don't understand how my wife would take in money in Coats and I send her allowance for every 2 weeks. So I don't have a clue for that.
Okay, let's come back a little bit, right? Turn on the light. If you could turn on the light there to get some more lights. It will be helpful, guys. We're hearing the story here, and as you say, everyone have a story to tell. So we do believe that there are other sides to the story. You ain't even hear half of it yet. But the allegation is that Lincoln been working, sending money to build this house, and
wasn't the bill pay off
to pay off on the house. Sorry. And it has not been, she has not been doing it, right? But Lincoln, here's the important part I want to get to.
Yeah.
The divorce. Because I did get a chance to speak to the wife. And the allegations were that it was you that was, that went out of the relationship, that caused the relationship to split up. You had some kind of woman, and that's the wife talking. You had some kind of relationship outside the marriage and the relationship split up. And also that the divorce, she filed for the divorce and you didn't ask for anything on the divorce. You didn't ask for anything else. So you basically left everything and walk.
That I left everything and walk.
Yes.
Right along, I walk, and I think before I walk, and I walk because I didn't want to go to jail. I didn't want to kill that woman for my money. That's why I walk. She wouldn't tell you the truth. Let me tell you a simple logic that if it was haunting and I had feelings for her, I could have do it long. We went to Obaidago in a union party. In a union party, Obaidago.
Mm-hmm.
They go up before me. I go after. They had oil on the back of a van. So when I came up now, because I was drinking, they tell me, well, go and take the oil on the back of the van. So in the dark, the owner of the van, I don't want to call him because I don't want his wife to kill him tonight.
Right.
In the van, the back of the van was a pot of oil. I did not go to that van up to this day. I did not go to that van and look for the oil up to this day. None of them never know. She and the man stood up in the back of the van. An old man, the man was his father.
Mm-hmm.
And I come back and I start up the dark day and I say, why my wife don't want to go with me to get piece of food? Why she want to stop the man? I see she kissing the man. And I never tell her a word up to this day. She never know I didn't go for the food. I never go for the food. I come back and I just pass them there. And when I ready to come down, she want to come on me. I say, no, you go down with who you come up with. Because you see, when they make the dirty bed,
mm-hmm.
and they want to make you look bad, they will find all kind of result to make it look bad. You understand?
Right.
They will find all kind of excuse to make it look bad. Right along, this thing could have finished long enough. If these people just pay for the house, I want to walk away and forget the money to spend what I send for that. Just let them pay for the house or person. But she has no, she go and tell the police so far. I threatened her to kill her. I didn't have to threaten her to kill if I wanted to kill her. I could have killed her in the bed when she was lying.
Well, you did. You did. You said it here.
Yeah, I tell you, I could have killed her if I wanted to kill her. I didn't have to threaten her to kill her. So
okay.
That when she did in New York, you know. I'm talking about when she did in Grenada. When she did in New York, the police called her last year and talking to her. She tell the police, I threatened her to kill her. I blocked this woman on WhatsApp and I blocked on Facebook because I don't want to have no conversation with this woman. When the policeman asked her when is the last time I spoke to her, she couldn't even answer. After she telling the policeman, I threatened her to kill her. Which I know to myself, if I wanted to kill her, I would have killed her in the bed.
Okay, right. We get that point. Here's the very important part, because we still haven't gotten to the point where the man is in your house and you can't get him out.
Right. Let me get to that part.
Here's why. Because she said this, and I want to clarify this because I am puzzled. She said you stepped out on the relationship, you started to cheat with somebody else, and she filed for the divorce. You left the relationship, you didn't take anything, you didn't make any claims for the house, whatever you put into it, you just left it and you go. You didn't ask for anything else. So which means that the relationship resolved, the marriage resolved, and you walked away without asking for anything in addition. Was that the resolution of the divorce?
That wasn't a resolution of divorce, Brother Long. That wasn't a resolution. This same man she have in the house, she told me in 2017, anytime she see I talking to that man, she will divorce me. That's the same man she have in the house.
We didn't even get to the man in the house yet because people don't even know who the man in the house is. We're going to get to that point.
Yes.
All right. So
let me tell you,
the marriage got resolved.
The marriage get resolved. When I get divorced, I was on a cruise ship.
Right.
Right.
Did you sign? Did you sign the papers?
Yeah, I signed the papers.
Okay. Did the papers say anything about you getting portion or you guys working out the proportion?
We didn't have nothing talk about that.
Well, that's supposed to be in the marriage, and you are property, she are property, and all you resolve the property.
Let me tell you, I just wanted a deal. I didn't go and tell my lawyer, well, we don't want nothing, and she have this, and we have that, and my conversation to that didn't come up. You understand? Listen, most time you get divorced, the lawyer will ask you if you want to file for anything in a relationship. You will have to do it after the divorce because they cannot file while the divorce is going on. right?
Mhm.
They will tell you that straight up. So if you want to file for anything after the divorce, you could file for it. But you have to have your bills. You have to have your what you spend. Well,
But
we talk about your bills.
I don't see why after though. Why can't that be in the papers, the documents that you signed for during the
No,
divorce?
because
Why can't that be in the document? So when you sign for it, it's final, it's resolute, it's done.
yeah, but listen what I'm saying. We didn't go through that procedure. I told her and my own heart because I don't want to have not conversation with that lying woman. I don't want to have nothing to do that. I told her, pay off first and keep the property. I told her that. But she don't like to pay bills. She do
Yeah.
not like to pay bills. So if that have paid, I wouldn't even thinking about what's going on today. I would have moved on with my life because I want to move on with my life. I don't want to be in this ups and down with this woman.
Right.
I don't want
understand
to
that.
be in that.
I understand that. The assets have to be divided. And I just want to understand clearly if you understood what you signed on the document.
I told you I told a lawyer I want to get divorced. We didn't have no conversation about sharing property, sharing this, or sharing that. We didn't have that kind of conversation. Because in good knowledge, if I say I don't want nothing, or she says she don't want anything,
Right. Yeah.
I said I don't want it, she says she don't want nothing. If I tell she that, or she could come and ask me to give her the house. Simple logic.
Did you have another house? Did you have another house? Did you have another house besides that one?
I just built a next house. During the divorce, I built a next house.
Okay, so during the marriage, you didn't have another house someplace else. You didn't have assets someplace else.
I have a house. She met me with that house in Frequency. A boat house in Frequency. She met me with a boat house in Frequency. Right? Okay. I never used to go to that house. I never used to live in that house. Never used to go to that house. And I bring on this house only once.
Right.
In Frequency, in a relationship. We've been together almost 19 years. I bring on this relationship once in this house once. Right? I never used to go to that house. Ivan come, he mash up the roof. I take cash money and I put back on the roof on the house. Right? Bam. The house was done because I had my daughter and she mother living in the house. And I decided I wouldn't fix back the house because I heard the condition that was keeping the house. I decided I wouldn't fix it back. My cousin come to rent this house. Let me tell you, all of the people, when people tell anything, they must tell you the truth. My cousin come to rent this house. This house didn't even have a door after Ivan. She and she man come and rent the house. They fixed up the house, they put on door and they put on an access veranda. I gave them 5 months or 3 months free rent. The rent money she used to collect it. I don't know if she had me stupid or something. She used to collect the rent money for that house in Ghana. I never asked her for $1 from that rent money from the house in Ghana. Never, ever. That house in Ghana, I built a house cash. I used to work on a yacht.
Right.
In 1999, from 1990, I started working on that yacht.
Okay.
And I built that house in Ghana cash. I furnished it cash. I win $1,000 in courts, and courts couldn't even find me or the person who was in the house to give the money. Is when I come home in in 2000, no, 98 and 99, somewhere around when I come home. Somebody say, "What boy, you're lucky, come home, you get body present." But I say, what are you talking about? You say, we not $1,000 in cash in court because I buy furniture.
Right.
I say, what? I say, yeah. They say, yeah. So I go and post and I check the same man, we're looking for people in the house more than a year now. Can't find nobody. You can't find nobody. So if she wants to say about this house in Ghana was there before me and she.
Right. Okay. Understand. All right. So the relationship broke up. She's in the house, in the house that you said that you gave her money to build there. She's living there. And then she moved to the US.
No, let me give you all the evidence you want, because you want to know the truth. When the relationship gets sour, she's son was applying for 2 of us. That's the one in America.
Right.
I told him, in my own words, please do not apply for me, apply for your mother alone. because the relationship was sour. He turned and said he felt it was funny because he didn't understand why I didn't want to come and live in America with him.
Right.
I didn't want to go because the anger in me is killer. I wanted to kill the woman and things. That's what I'm telling you. So when the relationship gets started, she was already getting papers to go to New York. She called me when she was going to do the medical. I tell her I was stupid. She was calling me and telling me she was going to do the medical. And I used to think, if I say, God help her to get the paper. I even sent down $500 for that woman to go to Barbados just to get the papers.
Okay.
When she get the papers, that was the happiest day of my life. Because I say, if I see her, I won't think about it.
Okay.
When I signed up the ship in New York in 2018, I was signing up the ship in New York. She asked me to come and meet her in New York. I didn't even want to see that woman. From the ship, I go straight to the hotel.
Okay.
Me and 2 other Grenadians and 3 St. Lucian. I walk down the street in New York about 3 blocks and buy 2 bottles of Hennessy and go back in the hotel and we stay in that hotel and drink that alcohol until we take the plane the next day. I never go and visit that woman from the time I signed up that ship. Because every time I see her, I'm getting angry.
Right. No, I understand that. I want to get to the point where she moved away and the arrangement that she left with the house. She moved away to the US.
She moved away to the US. You know you're going to the US. You have right to call me and say, well, look, I'm going away. You owe us for the house. You didn't finish pay for it. I ain't paid for it yet. So you do something, rent it out and pay for it. You know what she tried to tell me? That's what make me more evil. She tell me she want to rent out the front of the house. I go in the back room and sleep. Oh, wife would tell your husband that. I must go in the back room and sleep. I don't just want somebody to sleep. I don't want nothing. I just want to rent out the front of the house. I paying for it.
Right.
The house that I paying for. You want to put me in the back room.
Were your name on the house though?
Right along, I have all the evidence. I have.
Yeah, you paid for it, but is your name on the property?
The whole house, my name is on it.
Okay, so your name is on the property, not her name. Your name.
Not her name. My name, Lincoln Anthony Buckman. My name.
It's on the property. Okay.
It's on the property.
Okay.
Right. So I was surprised that somebody called me and tell me, "Hey, Black, you have a man living in the house." So I asked him, who are you talking about? What are you talking about? When I go up there, Mr. Sheldon in the house. He living in the house. So I bring up the police and I go to the police and I ask the police. The police asked me, do you give him permission to go there? I said, no. I never knew he was living there. I thought the house was empty because I was looking to rent out the house and pay off person. So I call her and I said, Francis, what really going on? How you could put Spoiler to live in the house? How could put Sheldon to live in the house? He do live in there, just passing and clean. I said, if he passing and clean, tell him to leave the key there for me. I'll come and for it. Up to this day and get the key. I go up the couple Sundays right along. You see that woman I do it now? I always had to praise and thank that woman and thank God. Right along the way the man pick up the cutlass alone could make me do something real stupid. And telling the police I don't have right. The police had to tell them you don't have right. The man that paying for the house, the man have all the papers. You that paying for the house, not he that paying for the house, not you.
Okay. I spoke to Sheldon. Just to put it in context, Sheldon is the man that is staying in the house. I got a chance to speak to Sheldon.
Yeah.
Sheldon is saying that he made arrangement with your ex-wife to stay in the house, to take care of the house while she is away. He didn't make arrangement with you. He made arrangement with she. Right? And the arrangement was to take care of the house. Sheldon say he has a house somewhere in the country, and that's where he stay. He say he don't stay there. He visit there, but he don't
This
live
man
in
and
there.
this woman lying so much. He tell the police he was in the back. He telling you he was in the country. She telling the police the man don't live in, they just pass now and clean it. Right? So I have remember. Listen to me. I have a record that I where the police was interviewing her. A voice record. I could send a voice record for you. Where the police was interviewing her, and she telling the police the man is not living there.
Right.
And when I talked to her, she said, you could go and tell the police I want to kill you. She said she never tell the police that. And she said he tell the police that the man is not living there. He tell the police the Sunday before the carnival that he is not living there. So how she could tell you that now?
No.
So why did I?
Yeah, no.
Why
Okay.
he could tell you that now?
You're right. So Sheldon's story is she put him to oversee the house while she's away. He goes there,
Yep.
he opened the house, he cleans it, he leaves, he don't stay there. But he ultimately say that he made arrangement with her, not you. Right?
How you could make arrangement? Listen, how you could make arrangement with somebody that our property is not there? Let me tell you. If this property is not mine, I won't be paying postal for it. Right? What she could make arrangements with she. Watch. I get out of hand and I know if I might lose it tonight. But
yeah, no.
I don't know.
I don't want you to lose it. I'm trying to understand.
I don't know.
What I'm hearing is conflicting stories.
Let me tell you. He telling the police you don't live in there. She telling you. She telling me to live there. So what kind of double standard thing they get now with? I hope the police listening.
Right.
I hope the police listening because I have all the evidence and he begged me to stay over there. I have all the evidence. I voice note, I voice record them. I listen to the whole conversation. And she telling the police officer the man is not living there. Let me tell you something. If I want this man out of this house, I am man enough to approach him, and I'm free. You understand? I am man enough. But the problem is, I don't want to do him nothing because I didn't put him there. I want to just get him out from there. All I want is personally get paid. Because people just feel, because they use the days of your life, they feel you won't come to your senses one day.
Right.
People don't feel they could take advantage on you. They could do what they want, and they're going to come to your senses one day.
Right. Let's take a pin right here. We got Sheldon on the line. Sheldon is the young man who is allegedly staying in that house. Sheldon, are you there? Yeah, Sheldon, how are you doing? Thanks for the impromptu, just coming on to explain the situation. Sheldon, from your perspective, help us understand this. Lincoln is here. He's saying that the arrangement, you are staying in the house, and you've been staying in the house for a while, and he wants you out of the house. What is your reason and purpose in being in that house?
Well, I'm not living in the house now.
Go ahead.
I say to that, I'm not living in the house. I'm just overlooking the house.
Okay.
I'm not living there. Yeah, I have my house. I'm not living there.
You're not living in the house?
In the house for his ex-wife. No.
So what was the arrangement? How did you happen to be being there, or what was the arrangement by the ex-wife and you?
Well, while she was here, she organized to give me the key and tell me to look over the property for her while she's not there.
Right.
You understand?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know what, in relationship with her or why her and her husband or whatever. I have no idea what discussion she and her husband had prior to this.
Right.
She and her ex-husband.
Right. So Lincoln, Sheldon is saying the arrangement that he had, and he could hear you. You guys could hear each other. He's saying that he made an arrangement with the ex-wife to stay there and to overlook the house. What is the problem?
The problem is I need him out of the place. He tell the police that he have his properties inside there and he give him a week to move it up to the weekend. If I lie, he could stay alive. He said you have things in the house, him up to the weekend. So you're supposed to move out Carnival Sunday. He did not move out. They come back now. The next week, the police call him again. He tell the police they're in the country. So when he tell the police they're in the country, I went up there the Sunday and I saw them in the house. So when the police tell him, before that, when the sergeant go to check him the morning, the little girl come out of the house and gave the police his number. The little girl in her school uniform that sleep there the night gave the police Sheldon number. So if you know, Sheldon, if you know that this house is creating a problem, as the police officer tell you, why you guys don't go back there? Don't go back in the house. Stay out of the house.
But the answer, the question contrary to what the man is asking you. It's not nothing pertaining to the house or me. I want to talk about school girl sleep in the house. What school girl are you talking about?
You understand? The little child that gave and if I lie, I could give you the sergeant number. You could call him. The sergeant says a little child that give him the number. So if the sergeant, if I lie after the sergeant.
Well, but here is the concerning part. No.
The concerning part is no. I just want him out of the house. So I could rent out the house or do something in the house to pay person. Because they are selling cement in the house. I have pictures with the selling cement in the house. I show it to my lawyer. I show it to everybody. I show it to the police officer. They are selling cement in the house and they still want to pay for the house. I even met Sheldon in Bulbai. And I asked Sheldon, I said, Sheldon, do you want the house to buy? You want the house? Because I just want the house off of my back. You understand? I just want the house off of my back. I don't want house. I just want person to get paid. That's what I want. And if I had a pay person for that house, and man living in the house, I go and break it down. I've been honest, I would break it up.
Sheldon, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah. Sheldon, so the CID came to you on multiple times and asked you to vacate the premises, correct?
On one occasion, he came, and I told them that look at what the instance is and everything. I not to say I'm living there to vacate the area or whatever, but I told him I don't have no problem with nobody. The ex-wife, the person who put me in charge here, said that don't leave there. She want back she key. Whenever she comes, she wants she key. You understand? She will deal with whatever situation she and she husband have. I don't have to take part in that. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
Okay, right along. Okay. If she tell him.
Sheldon, hold it. Sheldon, hold on right there, Sheldon. Don't move. Because it's getting a little more interesting right now.
If she tell him.
Right now. I listen, we just want to have a resolution to the situation right here. Right now we have the ex-wife, Frances, on the line.
Listen, right along.
Yeah.
Right along, listen, man?
Yes, I'm listening.
If she tell him, when she come back, she wants the key and she will make it a resolution. She was here in July and she didn't do anything about it.
Right. We have Frances on the line. Hold on. We have Frances on the line. Frances, you there?
Yes, Junior, I'm here.
Hi, Frances. You called in. You heard the whole story. You heard the claims. What's really happening? What's your side of the story?
I just want Lincoln to be a big man and stop his stupidness. Lincoln cannot claim a house that he did not build. He put an addition onto the house. Yes, I agree to that, but he cannot claim a house because he did not build it. We was living on Cherry Hill. When he met me, I had my house on Cherry Hill already. Just as he had his house in Grand Anse, I also had my house on Cherry Hill. He chose to leave his house and come and live with me. Fine. Hurricane come, the house blood. You as the man in the house, that is your responsibility to fix it. And that is what you did. We had a child from NCH, an adopted child from NCH. NCH gave me some material and I built a house. He wanted
That material really didn't come to the house. That material really didn't come to that house. That material didn't come to the house. So I don't know where you go with that material.
We was already
Listen,
living in Lamour when you
Francis, you must stop your lioness. Francis,
where we was living.
that's how you con your mother. That's how you con your mother.
Hold on.
That's how you con your mother and take she house.
He had his
You see when God ready for you? You see when God ready for you?
Junior,
all right.
do you want to talk to me or
Lincoln, let's just finish. Lincoln, let's just finish. Go ahead, Francis.
Yes.
I
listened to him.
Yes, go ahead, Francis.
Junior, we was already living in Lamour.
Right.
We was already living in Lamour. When Lincoln went by Purcell, he takes some material because I have a liquor parlor. He say he wants space for his friends when they come to play domino. He is a domino fan. He went by Purcell and he took some material. He put on the addition onto the parlor. And he also put on the veranda. He cannot claim the house for that. There is nothing by Purcell which stated.
Get your papers. Get your paper and your valuation for your material and come with it.
Lincoln, hold on 1 second. I'll give you a chance. Lincoln, I'll give you a chance. But here's what I want to find out from you, Francis. Who's named the house in?
Mm-hmm. This is my name. This is my house.
Where your papers? Tell us who's your papers.
Hold on. Is the house in your name or the house in Lincoln name?
There is no house in Lincoln name, Junior. There is no house in Lincoln's name.
Ask her where the papers from the material. Ask her where the papers of the material. How much your house costs to build? Let me tell you something, Junior. Every time I listen to a woman, I get angry because that woman is a wicked, conniving, dirty woman.
No. Yeah, we understand all of that stuff. I just want to understand the house.
This woman know, and she know that Cathy had one sign. Cathy had one time to go and get the material to build this house up there. She know that. She know that, and she didn't have no pala. I bought that pala from Mr. Alban.
Hold on, I can't hear about it. Hold on. I can't hear about it. Hold on 1 second. Lincoln, let's just speak and then I'll listen to you. Go ahead, Francis.
I am saying that yes, I acknowledge that Cathy went with him and took some material by Purcell. But we was already
Lincoln, hold on, Lincoln. We'll come to a resolution. But
go ahead. Same thing you do ranking.
I am saying.
Go ahead, Francis.
Junior, I am on my job and I can't be like, going to and
I understand.
Like so I'm just saying. Yes, so I'm just saying is that he know that we was already living in Lamour when he went and took this material by Purcell. So then how you could take material for a house that I'm already living in?
Right.
I agree that he took some material. Yes, he did an addition, but you didn't build a house. That's what I'm telling him straight. He did not build a house.
Right. He added to the house. He added to the house. He added to the property.
Yes, he put an addition onto the house.
Okay.
He did not build the house.
What was the resolution of the divorce?
He didn't claim anything, so he didn't claim anything. He's the one in fault. He walked out of the house and go. He walked out of the house and go. Yes, so you walked out of the house and go.
I the one in fault. I tell her. She asking Richie to come and sleep with her. I take all the messages from the phone.
Let her go down there now. Let her go down there. That is just. Yeah.
Hold on. Them want to talk about me in fault. I in fault. This woman. What? People don't know what it is. People don't know what it is. She take message.
Just let him know for me. Just let him know for me the cake is in the eating of the pudding. So if you have any proof of what he's saying, he could come forward with the proof. Otherwise, be careful.
Right. Okay. Finally, before you go, let me tell you. Before you go, I just want to understand.
The dog. Come.
Yeah. Okay. Hold on. Frances, I want to understand.
Yeah.
the young man that's living in the house right now, Sheldon. What's the arrangement with Sheldon in the house?
Junior, I tell Sheldon to take care of my place for me. I came down to Grenada. I gave him the key. I tell Sheldon when to open there, when not to open there, when to go there, when not to go there, what to do from not what to do. I am the one who's telling him what to do. Sheldon is not living in the house. How Sheldon could be living in the house? Lincoln go up there with the police looking for Sheldon in the house. When he didn't find him, he go down in Sheldon home. So he already know where Sheldon living. He already know where Sheldon living because he went down there with the police. So he know where Sheldon living.
Right. So Sheldon is just taking care of the house, right?
Yes, he is.
How could you guys resolve this situation right here, from your perspective? What could we do to resolve, or what you willing to do to resolve the situation here?
Junior, there is nothing to do to resolve. Lincoln want to just bend on scandalizing my names and doing and saying what he wants. Fine, let him go ahead. Let him go ahead.
What? I don't offer this long talk.
Okay.
She don't want to pay no bill. What I telling you is that I want Post to get paid. And if Post ain't get paid, I'm going to break that house before Friday.
So what about the Post bill that was supposed to get paid, Francis, and you didn't?
And I spend my money for this woman to pay the bill, and that woman never pay the bill. She take my money and go there and tell me I'm a black mother, so and so.
Right along. He called me. He called and he talked about the bill. I said, Lincoln, send the account number for me and the balance on the account, and I'll take it from there. He turned and he tell me just go in by postal and pay it on his name. I said I went to school. I'm not going to do that. Simple.
So you willing to pay, Francis? Are you willing to pay? Are you willing to pay the bill?
No, I am not. Junior, this material was taken somewhere in 2008 or 2009. We in 2022. What are you talking about? Pay with bill again.
She don't want to pay, and I want no money. You see the attitude they had there? Make sure when I meet you, I'm 8,000 US in your pocket. You see that kind of attitude they had there? All I tell you is to pay postal and finish up because you put your man to live in the house. And that's your man. And I'm telling you. Watch.
All right. Okay. So,
Junior, if I know that was a drama that was going to take place, I wouldn't have called. I thought we was big people. We was going to.
Listen, Lincoln, you don't have to scream. Lincoln, we ain't get nothing resolved if you scream. What we're trying to do is see how we can resolve the situation. Nothing get resolved. Lincoln.
Junior, I am an adult and I'm grown past that already. So
I understand.
About who take man and who didn't take man or whatsoever the case. That's okay. That is fine. That is fine. We were put here for a purpose. Man take woman. That is what they're supposed to do.
I don't talk about one man take. I don't care about man take. I talk about the house. The house.
All of that miscellaneous. Hold on. All of that side talk and resolving the problem. Now he said
the house he's talking about. The house he's talking about.
So Lincoln, okay, hold on, Francis. Francis, give me 2 more minutes. Lincoln, what do you want?
Listen to me. I wanted to get out there, pay for the house, and the problem solved.
How much is possible? How much is possible, Lincoln?
I bring it down to $8,000 something. I listen to me. I send money for this woman to pay for the house and put the rest of my account. She spend. I don't know what she do with the money. I don't know what she do with the money. To ask her what she do with the money.
Frances, you there?
Yes, I hear your name.
Yeah. So Frances, from your perspective,
so tell Lincoln,
now he's hearing you.
Do me a favor. Junior.
Yes.
Tell Lincoln if he could do me a favor and he could go wherever he send that money from. If he say he send it in Western Union or in MoneyGram, get a printout of that receipt where he send that money for me, and I will happily pay him back his money. The proof is in the pudding. If you send that money, there must be something there that says that this money was sent to Francis.
So you never got that money, Francis? You never got that money?
This $8,000, Junior, no, never.
So Lincoln,
I give Francis the money. I send money to Western Union, and I give Devon James money to give her. I give Mr. Harold Charles money to give her. He and his ex-wife go down and drop it for her down in the hotel. They could talk the truth and talk the truth forever. This woman collect all my money.
Junior.
This woman, what? Junior. You see them woman, sir?
Junior.
What an innocent man.
Yeah, go ahead, Francis.
Junior. if you're in a relationship with a man and the man's sending money for you to pay bills and stuff like that, is that money counted?
Well, I don't know.
I
What
have
was
to
it?
maintain
Was it
myself and I
specific?
have to maintain the house.
Yeah,
No, you can't
but
come
did he
after
tell
and
you?
divorce
Did he
and come
tell
and
you
say,
specifically that that money was for this bill and that didn't get paid? Because that's what he said.
No, Junior, never whatsoever, Junior. Never whatsoever. Never whatsoever. Never.
You
I'm
see,
not
you
saying the
all
same
the
money
money they was with, yeah.
$8,000 you talk about. This
Mhm.
is a lie. This is a lie. This $8,000 you're talking about it, Junior, that is a lie. That is a lie from the pit of hell. And Lincoln know that for himself.
So how could we? Well, we want to see how this thing could be resolved. You saying you
Let
never
me
get
tell
the
you.
money, Lincoln?
Let me tell you something, Junior. You see that woman? That woman is a wicked, conniving, lying woman. Wicked. When she mother tell me that, when she mother told me that, I shocked for myself. She own mother told me she's a wicked young girl. She own mother tell me that. I tell this woman, I send the money for the woman, say, Francis, you're gonna pay poster, you're gonna put the rest on my account. Right? And she never do that. What she telling you, when a man send money for a woman to take care of house. Let me tell you, if she say when man send money, she could take care of how she could call in me and tell me the ways in the sink making warm, what she was doing.
Junior,
All I want is pussy to get paid.
Yes.
All I want is pussy to get paid.
Hold on one second, Lincoln. Go ahead, Francis.
Junior, there is a lot of untold stories
Yes.
that will be heard about, right? So that Lincoln wanted to claim all what he wanted to claim, and he said, he give me this, and he give me that, and he give me the other. Ask him what happened to the animals that I left there when I was going. Ask him what happened to the animals. I left how much pigs, I left how much sheep.
Junior, don't listen to that woman. I have witness. I have Ocean that was there. I bought 6 piglets. You know what she tell me? She tell me farmer and he not farmer, papist, and he mother take all the animal, all the pigs and go with it for my puppy. Let me tell you how that woman wicked and conniving. I bought a boat cash. Right? And I give that woman and I tell the woman, look, pay $100 a month to the bank for the engine. If I didn't send in money to pay for the engine, I would not get a loan in the bank to build my house in Ghana, you know. You understand? She don't pay $1 to the bank. I don't pay no money to the bank. I was doing that thing as a husband. Right? She's sitting down there and she know all these things. This woman had 2 children in Cherry Hill, 2 little children. When water get bad, let me just tell you, when water get bad, I used to sell my car to send she children to school. She opens she mouth and tells she children the reason why I sell the car because we get broke and I just sell my car to send them to school. She didn't tell nobody that. You see that woman, she's a wicked woman. And when people see things happen to her, they'll say, oh, she was a good woman and Obi auntie. No, Obi doesn't do them. You never think they call retribution?
Yeah.
You know, you have a thing called retribution and retribution thing.
Okay.
But
all right.
Francis, I go meet her one.
All right. So listen. So listen. Francis.
Junior.
As I said
Junior,
to you, yes.
For the people who know me basically from Cherry Hill, who know me, they will know that my stepfather dead and gone, and he was the one who take care of my children right through his passing in 2010. There was nothing that my children needed that my stepfather would not have given it to them. So I don't know what Lincoln talking about. And he talking about retribution will take people. Junior, Lincoln sent money to buy 2 pigs. As there's a God above, I bought the 2 pigs. The pigs was done in the back there. As he said, farmer, mother, come and she take the 2 pigs. I could put my neck onto that. She came and she take the 2 pigs. The other 2 pigs that remain in the pen, Lincoln don't know where them pigs come out. He just come out and he say, oh, he sent and buy 6 pigs and he go just sell the pig. Listen, it doesn't work like that.
Yeah.
6 pig I buy. What happened to the 6?
I told him the truth. You could go up, you could go in Lamwood, no, and you could ask Bochy or any one of them what happened to the 2 pigs they had there. You could ask them. I told you the truth.
Does not meet his people, baby. Moncton does not meet.
All
You want
right.
to play the line, playing funny game, sweet talk game? Moncton doesn't
Okay.
meet.
So guys, could we meet
And-
at a middle? Could we meet at a middle point? You guys could at least
Let me
talk
tell you.
and resolve this.
I don't want to hear no talk on up. I want to know how Postal getting paid. That's what I call the station for. I want to know how Postal getting paid. I don't care about no talk and resolve because I get a talk and resolve since 1998. Then 2019 again talk and resolve. And she don't pay a bill, she don't pay nothing. I want to know how Postal is getting paid and I don't care about nothing else.
Francis, how Postal getting paid?
I don't have an account by person. I don't have a bill by post. So I
Right,
can't-
so you
So
have an
if
account by
you give you the
Postal?
account- if you give you the account, will you go ahead and pay the bill?
Not at this stage, Junior. Not at this stage.
She
But-
never want to pay for the house. She tell her man she go take me to the dogs. Or you could try to take a man to the dogs. Let me tell you, I'll call him. You have a young fella driving Boston Happy called Volan. Volan see she and Spoiler going on the beach the morning. And she tell Volan, what going on the blacks? She tell Volan she going to take me to the dogs. She going to take me to the dogs. The person help you in life. Yeah? You want to take me to the dogs? I walk away because I want to go in trouble for this woman bridal. I walk away. When I tell she's son about the money and what she tell about her black mother so and so, she son tell her, you shouldn't tell a man that she said she was upset. Yeah? She was upset. You understand? I was willing to walk away and leave all this drama, money, drama house. All I tell them is to pay person for your house, and they don't want to pay person for yours. I'm telling you, I feel I want back everything because as a man, I don't ask people for things when they take it from me because I leave them up to God. But because you want to be so lying and conniving, we go get to the facts. I will deal with you.
Wow. That's a big trend.
All I tell you is to pay person and don't have anything. You stay up to this day, you still want to pay person. The officer asks you, do you want to pay person and don't await it? You still don't want to pay person. That's since last year. The officer asked me that. But you put your man in it.
Yeah, but since it,
I don't care if you put your man in it. All I care about is person
Okay,
get paid.
okay, hold on. Okay, here's what we're going to do,
since
guys.
in 2020 I asked for that to be resolved, you did not want it to be resolved. So whatever you want to do, you don't have a house in Lamu, so you cannot claim a house. That's what I'm telling you. You cannot claim a house.
But you know what's
If you
funny?
don't have
You know
a
what's
house.
funny? What's funny is that he's saying that the house is in his name. You say the house is in your name. I would like to see whose name the house is in. Ultimately,
Well, Junior, all I could say is that if I'm living in a house, I don't know how somebody could go and take a loan and build a house that I'm already living in. That doesn't add up to me.
yeah, but who named that the house? Who name is on the property?
Francis Joseph.
Is there two name on the property?
That is
Is it
correct.
possible that his name is also on the
Fran-
property?
No, it was never a Lincoln and Francis or a Francis and Lincoln.
Answer the question. Who named the house on? That's what you're asking.
Yeah.
Francis Joseph. I just said it. Francis Joseph.
Right along, can you see?
Yeah. Okay. Hold on. Now put it up.
You see
What's that? No. But that's a bill.
Let me show you. This is all my documents I showed you. Right?
Yeah. But the bill and the deed is something different.
Let me tell you. Let she show you a bill and a deed of anything of the house she have. Let she show you.
Yeah, but what you're showing me there is a bill from Purcell. I understand
Right.
that you paid the bill for that
Right.
for
Let me
the
tell you.
wood and
Because
the
it on
board
my
and the
name.
nail.
He done my name. So that one could pay for it. If it's not on my name, who will pay for it? If she don't pay for it because it's not on she name. Right?
Okay.
If she
All right.
not paying for it,
All
it's not
right.
on her name.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So listen. Okay. Here, what we gonna do, guys? We go resume this conversation off air and try to resolve this. I think I have an angle how we could take this off air and resolve this situation here. Because Francis, if you say that at one point you was willing to pay the bill, what's stopping you now? Probably you guys could come to some kind of conclusion.
The way he going about and scandalizing my name and making all these false accusations,
Right along.
You cannot claim.
I never
Not
scandalized that
yours.
woman's name. The first time I talk about that woman since the divorce is no. No, because the pressure
Yeah.
get right on me.
Is the deed that's important. Yes, I understand. Lincoln, you have a payment, you have a bill,
I
and that
plenty
shows
bill.
that you paid for the item by Purcell. You're legally
I have-
responsible to repay them back. But
You're
the
right.
deed, the house, the property is not in your name. Is it?
Let me tell you. If I buy all the material, who the host name there?
No.
I show him
Yeah,
that, I show him the bill. Listen, listen to what I tell you.
Uh-huh.
The property, the land
Right.
is the family land. That's the Drake's family land. I organize it with them. We go by a lawyer to get the paper organized. The thing is by the lawyer, one more person have to sign. Because let me tell you what they do. I'm glad they asked me that question. Do you know Francis and Jimmy Brown to trouver my family land to try to steal the family land? Francis and Sheldon James?
Boy, here we go down another one. This
Let me
story
go.
has like
Let's
this
check
story is
it out.
like a roller coaster. I swear.
She and
Junior.
Mr. James
Junior.
go to
Yeah.
trouver the land.
Junior.
Hold on, Francis. 1 second. Francis, go ahead.
Junior.
Mhm.
Lincoln need to stop the line. Why, when me and Lincoln was together, he didn't know that this was his family land? How come now he know it's his family land? I have receipt where I rented that land from Mr. Jones. I have my receipt still where I rented that property from Mr. Jones. Whatever Mr. Jones and them have in common, that have nothing to do with me. You understand? I look for a piece of land to rent. He come forward. He said, yes, he has a piece of land. I could get it rent. The same people that he talking about, they also come forward. I was giving them good advice to tell them that if the land is all you want, go ahead through the proper procedure. I'm not interested in buying. I just want to rent it for a while. Why no? He know it's his family land. Why he just know that it's his family land? Could you answer that question for me?
He brings two very people land.
Well, Francis, hold on, Lincoln, Francis, and I don't want to sound like I'm beating that question down the road 100 times, but Francis, you have the deed for the land and the house in your name, correct?
Junior, there is no deed, and there is there is nothing like what you talking about. There is no deed. That is nothing. There is nothing. There is a receipt where I rent the land from the Mr. Jones himself. I rent the land from him. As I said, the material I got it from NCH, and I built that house.
I got you.
And I will take the point up to this blessed day that Lincoln did put an addition onto the house. He did not build.
Who's paying Mr. Jones the rent?
I was paying him all the time.
Mr. Jones, let me tell you, Mr. Jones didn't have no land. Mr. Jones, the land is on the Drake's family name. You understand? And she wasn't paying Mr. Jones no money. She wasn't paying. And I
have receipts.
I could tell her show the receipt. Tell her show the receipt now.
Okay. All right. Tell you what.
I don't care about Jones and land. All I care about is supposed to get them paid, and that's all I come talking about. How supposed to get them paid?
How supposed to get paid? That is your concern.
That's my concern. I don't care about I don't care about she and she buying the house. I don't care about nothing. I just care about how supposed to get paid. And if I had a pay postal, I got to do what's necessary. And then if she have property, if she have papers for NCH give her material, that material will come in Lamud. You understand? That material will come in Lamud. I pay Reno and watch. Let me tell you. Let me tell you first thing, Mr. I bring some Guyanese in Lamud to build a house. If she lies to tell her, if I lie and she have a good heart, she could tell a lie. I bring some Guyanese to build a house in Lamud. Right along, they was a swamp. When I bring the guys up and they put up the pillars, you could have hold the pillar and just push it over your hand. First the house shaking. I come and I pay Renault to come and do the roof for me in that house. When I go and get the material by first, to come and do the roof. I end up getting a guy. She ended up getting a guy to come and, because I didn't know who was the plumber to plumb the house because I was working bus at the time. That woman was, my Lord, Francis is a real witch, you know.
All right.
He's
Listen,
a
guys.
real witch.
Listen, we all are adults here. I think that we could resolve this thing off air.
This woman don't want to pay for the house and she want to live in a house free.
At least figure out one thing. How Postal getting paid? Because I think that is what it is. That's where we at. How Postal getting paid because there is an outstanding bill. And
Julie, I'm sorry, I gotta leave the conversation.
Okay.
I'm at my job.
All right, Francis, thank you so much.
She don't know her job. She don't want to pay the bill.
I'll call you off here. All right. Okay. Thank you, Francis. Bye. All right. The question: how Postal getting paid? All right. No.
He asked her when she go pay the bill. She had to go to the job now. She have no job doing. Why does the man don't want to pay for the house? You don't want to pay for the house. I get a man out of that flipping house. Let me get a house rent and pay off Postal. I don't want the house. I don't want the house. I just want to know Postal getting paid.
How Postal getting paid?
That's what I'm concerned about. I go to the post to tell post people could sell the house, You know. My lawyer told me to sell the house, but because I get a buyer yet, I sell the house. I don't want the house.
But could you sell the house? And
I could sell the house because I that take the material by post for the house. I that take the material. I give the police all the evidence. The sergeant have the evidence in his hand. He send me and get all the evidence by post. The photocopy the evidence and give to me because she telling the police how I go down there and I take material and other material to pay, and I want she pay for it. How do you ask? I could go by post and take material to build my wall house in Ghana, and I am supposed to give more material and we offer it and we don't pay. How the hell police supposed to give more material and we don't pay?
All right.
This woman just don't want to pay for the house. She tell her fella she want to take me to the dogs. But tell her come good, huh?
Okay.
I don't want that nothing to do with this woman. This woman keep calling my phone. And the reason why I keep blocking her is because she go and tell the police I threaten her. And I never threaten this woman. And I block that woman from WhatsApp. So I tell the police, I say, look, you could go back and do a research and see how long I block her from WhatsApp and from Facebook and everything. I block this woman. I don't want that nothing to do with this woman. This woman is just a wicked, conniving woman. You understand? Sometimes when I sit down here talking to you right along, and I've been honest, I've been honest. I should just make a jail, even though I make 20 years.
I make sense.
I still have my money. Let me tell you.
Listen, that makes sense.
You don't make sense, boy. You see them kind of thing what she doing there?
That don't make sense.
It's them kind of thing what she doing there?
You have a whole life ahead of you.
Let me tell you. You can't listen to me. You cannot come on live television radio and online so. Because you see, them don't care who the hot in. This money grab on them, they don't care who the hot in. And I'm talking to the young men outside here. Young men, listen to me. Listen to me carefully. When you all go and work on cruise ship and all get all the money, leave it in your machine. Don't take it out. Don't send $1 for nobody to bank or you pay no bill for you. Because let me tell you, I know for a fact that Western Union does give problem on the ship. Take my advice. I know for a problem in the Western Union give problem on the ship. I know for a fact that you have scammers, they will scam your money on your account sometime. Take out your money. You have a safety lock in your cabin. Put it in your safety box. When you're coming home, come with all your money. Don't trust no girlfriend, no brother, no sister, no mother, no auntie. Hold your money on you. You that work for it. Because I was a cook. And I used to still go and wash people's clothes in the night to make this family happy. You understand? I go in and wash people's clothes for extra job to make people have to make an extra $1. And this is what I have to go through this day. All I tell them is to pay first for the house. All I tell them, and I send money for them already to pay first for the house. You understand? I send money already to pay first for the house. You see, these people and them go make innocent people make jail. These people and them go make innocent people make jail. And you know what's going on there? By this week, I want this house clean out. Because it wouldn't be a nice thing. I want the house clean out. Because let me tell you something, Charlotte. If I had to pay for that house for that man to live in it, it wouldn't be a nice thing. And let me tell you, this time, my lady in my house cannot stop me from me when I make up my mind, when I sleep and wake up in the morning, from what I decide. She was holding me down for the longest time. She asked me their own words. You could ask her. You want me to be on the line for a doctor?
No. I don't want to bring in another. No, I don't want to bring her on.
You could ask her if this woman. I said yes. Go ahead and pay for the house. I don't want the house. I said I go on in my life. I don't want to hear your voice. I tell her that in plain words. I tell her that in plain words. All I want is Postal to get paid.
Right.
Why I should be? I cannot tell Postal I don't pay them because a man living in the house. Postal want to hear that. I take the material. I don't know where she said she gave material from NSA. Let me tell you, I could have made that girl take a jail, and I didn't say no, I could have make she take a jail.
Yeah.
This girl was abusing that child.
Let's do this.
And she tell me that the child was the Donna child. And she and Donna is friend, and Donna can't take care of the child. Right? And that's why the child come and live with us. That's what she tells me. She never told me about NCH this and NCH that. I don't even know I hear about NCH. I used to take money and buy school clothes for that child and send that child. So I was surprised if she was collecting money from NCH on the behind my back, and I don't know.
Right.
I was surprised because she's a money grabber.
All right.
She is a money grabber.
We got a caller on the line that have a question. They have a question. We got a caller on the live. Caller live, where are you calling us from?
New York.
Yeah, hi, New York. Go right ahead.
Okay, good day to one and all. I've listened to the story and I believe Blacks.
Right.
Knowing the type of person Black is, and years ago, he would provide for his family. I've never had anything with him.
Right.
But I know him.
Right.
And he put himself out there because he cared for her. He invested. Oh, God. Yes, at times you don't think when we're in love and we infatuate with anything. He will. People that we love, right? So I think the relationship deteriorated. I don't know on what grounds, but I believe now he's in a sticky situation where he is paying for, the house or the material, but that lady seems to be a very cunning, sly, and it's a sad situation for Blacks, but I would hope that the matter can be resolved and Blacks don't put yourself in trouble for that. It doesn't make sense. And the things you said on the live, I will tell you, you have to be very careful. This is recorded, people are listening, and it can come across as threats, So try and see if you can get it resolved as clean or as fast as possible, but don't put yourself in trouble with that situation with the young man in the house. It can go to many levels. The young man and you can reach in a fight. So, try and resolve it as amicable as possible.
Yes. Thank you, caller. 717-015-720 if you want to call in, make a contribution.
That's all I'm telling them. I want the house paid for. That's all I want. Just pay for the house and done with it.
Yeah. Got another caller. Got another caller on the live. Caller live, where are you calling us from? Hello?
Hey, Junior, this is Spiceman, DC.
You go right ahead.
Hey, I'm listening to the program, and I'm listening to Blacks, and I'm listening to the young lady. And from what I'm getting from the whole situation, I realize you get nasty from wherever the breakup started or ended. But what I'm listening is she's cunning, and she's real smart. Because I heard she ask a question to tell her and go to Western Union and get the transaction that she's sending money. She knew well, she's in America, and she's well educated and smart enough to know Western Union only keep transactions for 3 years. They don't keep them after that. So she knew if he go try to get it, he won't get it. What I don't understand, she in the house, she have somebody in the house, she got the house. All he asked her is to pay off Russell, and she's making a whole fight with him. She don't want to pay, but she want to keep the house. So I don't understand why the police in Grenada haven't stepped in here and do something about it. Because he got all the documentation showing that he's paying for the house. And I know how that works. I had a situation with my brother. He was with somebody. The person she left him. They had a house from Ramney. She tried to sell it because he was owing some money on the house. It was like 10 grand, and she tried to sell it. What I did, I sent him the 10 grand to pay off Ramney to get the documentation, so she couldn't sell the house. She had to leave. That man is in the same situation. She knew exactly what she's doing. She knows she overseas. She can't really fight her. And he owed Puzzle. She knew she had to pay Puzzle because he don't have bad credit. You can't get money anywhere else seems to be. So she knew exactly what she's doing. And that's kind of sad to see a woman that he provides for and help that long taking that man for a ride. That is real sad. You think the opposite. You know what I'm saying? But you know what she's doing. Like you say, if you could resolve that like off air with her, with both of them, and all the name callings back, you don't need to do that. You don't need to send any threats to her because, like you say, this is recorded and she could take it some other way. If you want to go back and work on a ship again, she can report you to the U.S. authorities. They block you from getting a visa to go anywhere because of the threatening language and stuff like that.
Yes.
Resolve this outside of social media. Junior going to mediate and try to find a way if you could pay half of the money and she pay half and they get that stuff off you because more than she ain't going to pay anything. She might pay some of it, but she's not going to pay all of it.
Right.
So that might be the best way to go. Ask her to come up with 4,000. You come up with 2,000 and you pay off the debt and just leave her with the house and walk away, bro. That's the best advice I can give you.
All right.
She's going to get you too.
All right. All right. Thank you, caller. I think I said 1-870-15720. I mean, let's take two more calls. We'll get some final conclusion to the situation here, guys. Again, it is, I firmly believe that the situation could be resolved if we have these two adults sit down and conversate. I think that it's very doable that they could come to a resolution. But the fact is, they're not speaking, they're arguing, they're shouting, and you won't get any resolution when you have a conversation like that. Let's go back to the phone. Let's call it live. Where calling us from?
Hi, good night, Junior.
Hey, caller, how you doing?
Good, all is well. Lincoln needs to understand that legally he has to cover the bill. Right? Whatever arrangement he had with Fossil is obligated to him.
Yes.
Legally. If he have all his ducks in a row as he claims and he can prove that there was an agreement between him and the ex-wife, he can take her to court and be reimbursed for whatever expenses. But the agreement he has between him and Postal is that he is solely responsible for covering that full expense.
I understand that, and I know that.
I agree.
Yes.
I agree.
I understand that, and I know that. But what I'm saying,
what happened between him and the ex-wife, so be it. Things happen. But Postal has to get paid. If he has a promissory note between him and the wife saying, listen, you go pay so and so, X amount, I go pay so and so, or whatever, then he could take it to small claims court and get what he needs to get.
Yeah. Good advice, caller.
I understand I'm responsible for paying Postal. I didn't say no, I don't understand. Yeah. You hear me?
Yeah, go ahead, Lincoln. I'm hearing you.
Right. I understand I had to pay Postal. And I'm denying the fact that I don't want to pay Postal because it's on my name. Right? But my headache is, why should I be paying Postal? I shouldn't say why should I be paying for it. I am paying Postal, so why a man should be living in a house? Why I cannot rent out the house to pay Postal? Yeah? That is my call. You don't want to pay Postal for the house. You corner all over in your life already. You corner right you. Right? I wanted to move on in my life. I just leave him and go away in my life. All I told him when I was thinking, I said, pay Postal and forget it. They did not pay Postal. I even asked him if you want to pay Postal, you don't want to pay Postal. So what I'm saying is that once Postal get paid, I don't care about the house. I don't care. Why want to know what Postal getting paid? Because I have to pay Postal and a man living in a house. That's unfair to me. That's unfair to me. That's really unfair to me.
Yeah. We got another call on the line. Caller live, where are you calling us from?
From Lamwood, actually. I work on cruise ship with blacks.
Okay.
Yeah, so I know how it is. I know how it is. So my suggestion is they can rent the house for a period of time. I know you don't want the house and the payments have to go back to Hustle. So what if you rent the house for like 10 months, even though she's not here? So that should not affect her. They could rent the house for a period, pay back Hustle, and then when she comes, she has she house. Win-win situation, nobody don't lose in.
Yeah. Rent the house, pay off Postle. But with the understanding callers, the last caller said that Lincoln is legally responsible to pay back Postle.
Yes. But my thing is that the material is on the house.
Yes.
She said that majority of the house belonged to her. So we together, my house is fixing, my husband has not fixed the house. But at the time, I'm not in the country, so I am not using the house.
Yes,
right.
The material needs to get paid for. Soon as I am not in the country and I'm not using the house, I don't think it's a problem to rent the house to pay back for the material because the house is mine.
Well, that's why the agreement that they have to come to. So that's why I'm trying to have them talk, let them conversate, if they need a mediator, and come to some kind of conclusion. Because when they speak, they're arguing, they're cussing, they're calling each other names, and they're not getting any resolution there. So that's a good advice, and hopefully that they could come to that resolution. But they're not going to come to a resolution if they're hot, they're heated, both of them.
Well, they need to come to an understanding because breaking up
right along.
Really make
what I was saying,
right?
What I was saying,
right?
Get the man out of the house. Let me rent out the house.
All right.
Yeah. All right. Shalon, go ahead. Shalon, I mean, sorry, I Shalon. Lincoln, sorry. Lincoln, sorry.
What I'm saying. What I'm saying.
You're not Shalon. It's been a long
What I'm saying.
Go ahead.
Get the man out of the house. Let me rent out the house and pay Postle. That's what I'm saying. Get the man out. The problem is I don't want a house. The problem is I want Postle to get paid.
Right.
If I had the money personally, right along, and God like the truth, I would have just paid off for this house and don't remember that house.
Right.
That's the honest God truth to me. And she know that. That's why she's taking advantage of me now. She know all that soft-hearted and that stupidity, and people just take your kindness for weakness. And they're always doing it. I have to say I'm stupid sometimes because I don't understand how I could live all these years in a blind relationship and don't catch myself until we're told to catch myself. Because what I'm saying, if the man is living it, what the man not living it? Tell him don't go there. Don't go there. Stay away from the building. Let me put somebody in the building and pay for the Postle. Right. Even I don't pay Postle all they wanted, I don't care. But I want Postle to get the money.
Right.
Because Postle is going to take me to court, not she.
Yes, that's true.
Me Postle going to take the court.
Yes.
So all I'm saying is that get the man out of the place. I'm going to rent the place and let Postle get his money. That's all I care about. I don't care about what they want to do, what life they want to live. I don't care about that. It's when she taking the stupidness that she send up the anger in my head. I thinking craziness. Okay. I don't want to go through that. I want to go in my life. That's why I walk away.
Okay. So I'm going to propose that. Off air, I'm going to propose that to her and see if that could be a resolution going forward. Let's take this final call, guys, and we're going to wrap it up. It's been a long night, guys. Final caller. Caller, you live. Where are you calling us from?
Hey, Junior.
Hey, where are you calling us from?
I'm calling from Miami.
Miami, go right ahead.
The third party that get involved in that the third party complicating stuff, man. You know, because I believe he's have his house, leave the ex-husband and ex-wife and leave that house alone and get us from there and let the ex-wife and the ex-husband resolve the matter. Stay away from that house. I don't see why complicating things. I don't see why stick up in it. Leave the ex-wife and the ex-husband, let them resolve the matter and get a matter together. but he in the house complicating stuff, and that's not looking good. And because I mean, I could understand where this guy coming from. You know, hey, if you rent the house for 9 months, whatever, and pay a parcel, which is a fair deal.
Yeah.
You don't lose the house, you still have the house.
Yeah.
So let this third party guy get out, man. Go in your house, bro. That's all I've got to say on this.
Okay. I mean, listen, I see a way that we could work this out. I'm going to talk to Francis off air and see if they could work that out. Rent the house.
Yeah, I mean,
let the bill pay off.
Yes,
Sheldon is not asking for the house. Sheldon don't want to leave. I keep calling him Sheldon. Lincoln.
Lincoln is many, not Sheldon.
Lincoln. Sorry. I tell you, it's been a long night. Lincoln not asking for the house. Lincoln just want to get Apostle paid. So rent the house, and there's a shop there too, right, Lincoln? There's a shop too.
There's a shop too, yes.
Shop. So there's a house and there's a shop there. Rent it out for X amount of months. Pay up the bill.
Junior,
his way.
As God like the truth. But me and this woman would have done if that was the paper. Nobody would have known if I know this woman. I would not even come on your live tonight.
Right.
The only reason why I come on your live because Apostle keep calling me. You understand? I move on in my life. I build a decent house. I have a decent woman. I never know you're a decent woman so great. I know. I used to say after this woman, I don't want another woman in my life. I used to say that to them. But this woman that make me call you and talk to you. Because what I'm saying, if she is so honest and so macho as a woman, why she don't say just rent out the house? She rent the house, the shop for 2 years and don't pay for $1, 2 years and a half.
Right.
She make the money, the woman put all the money and she account.
Right.
When you could have just let the woman pay post and that would have resolved already.
Yes. I understand.
You understand?
So
I don't want that house.
Here's my proposal, Lincoln. I'm going to speak to Frances and propose that she rent out the house because the house just there right now.
I don't want she play with no money. I don't want she play with no money.
Sheldon say he have a house of his own. You don't need to stay there.
That's why I need out of it.
Rent out the shop for X amount of period of time. Pay off parcel. Everybody live happily ever after. You ain't go bother her. You ain't have nothing to do with her.
Let me tell you, anybody that come and rent that place, I don't want the money. I want them to pay parcel.
Right, exactly.
I don't even want the money. I want to pay parcel.
We good.
I don't want the money.
Right.
And that's what she don't get in. You see, let me tell you what going on. She called me so much. She teach my money. But she telling herself, no, I will do her something. But I won't do her nothing. I forget her. And I just tell my lady that. I forget her. All I want is person to get paid.
How person getting
all
paid?
I want. That's all.
We figure it out. We figure out how person will get paid. Let me see if
I would have just I move on. Let me tell you, I move on in my life. I so positive now. I go and I get everything about me clean up. I positive in my life now. I just want the person to get paid. I don't care. The house I built in Cherry, I don't even study in it. Let me tell you, I don't study in the house.
Listen.
I don't care about that.
I get it. The question is how person getting paid. We find a solution how person getting paid. Let me carry it over to Frances off air and let me resolve the situation. Are we good?
Because the money then coming, I have to find money to pay person again.
Okay, all right. So I'll talk to her off air, Lincoln, and we'll work everything out off air. All right. And I you could live your life. She could live her life. Sheldon could live his life, and everybody could live their life after Apostle get paid. But you just don't want Apostle to be calling you. You want to take care of your bills. All right. So we can work that out off air. All right. So Sheldon, thanks for chatting with us. Thanks for coming on, and we appreciate you coming. Damn it.
My name is Lincoln.
Damn it. Sorry, I'm gonna slap myself every time I call you the wrong name again. I apologize. Lincoln. I have a good friend named Sheldon, you know. Me and he went to school together. He was a very good friend. Not that Sheldon. So that's probably why. So Lincoln, thank you so much. We appreciate you. And we'll resolve off air. All right, good to go?
Yeah, man.
All right, we'll keep in touch.
Let me tell you. Yeah.
Yeah. All right,
And
cool.
I wish I never had come back on this program, but I wanted to advise the young men and them down there because I don't like social media. I don't go on thing and make up. You understand? I would have just let this thing slide. Let's keep the house. I leave up to God. Because I know when God started to punish you, He just punish you real bad. And I'm telling the youth men and them outside, when they go on cruise ship and they go anyway, do not send no money for nobody to pay no bill for you.
Right.
Nobody.
Yes.
Keep your money in your ship and keep your money in your pocket. I was very stupid. And I wasn't stupid. I was trying to be a husband. But when you're trying to be a husband, even to the wise men, you have to hold your head high still.
It happens. All right?
Yes.
It happens.
So,
I will keep in touch, Lincoln, and I'll speak to Frances, and we'll resolve this off here. All right? Thanks again.
Yeah, I didn't want the money. That's the person who had to pay, go straight to postal and pay when we went the house.
Just pay postal.
Just pay postal.
Just pay postal. That's it.
So
You got it?
listen to me.
We
I
handle it.
don't want to see this whole thing. I don't want to see it. Just pay postal.
Yes. No, we got it. I got it. All right. Lincoln will keep in touch, okay? I'll call you after the live. All right, cool.
Take care.
All right, bye. Yeah. All right. Ali doesn't feel sorry for me. Like, Ali doesn't genuinely feel sorry for me, Jed. Huh? She should. But I'm happy that at least we come to some kind of tentative, well, not tentative agreement because we ain't even know what France is saying yet, right? But I'll take that back to her and hear what she say about that. See if we could get that resolved. Whew. Guys, let's take a quick commercial break and then I'll come back with my final conclusion. Don't move, we'll be right back.
Grenadian products are now only a mouse click away at GrenadaMarket.com. Nutmeg and guava jams, jellies and the syrups, world famous nutmeg pain relief spray, black sage, soursop, lemongrass, and bois bande bar. Ordering is simple and friendly. All major credit cards accepted. Safe, secure shopping guaranteed. GrenadaMarket.com ships your product anywhere in the world. So when you can't go to the island, the products off the island can be sent to you. Just log on to www.grenadamarket.com and experience our quick delivery and homely service.
Make this carnival a special one at Spice Isle Jewelry. Get up to 40% off our collection of silver and gold jewelry with purchases above $115. Visit our 2 locations on Grenville Street, St. George's and Spiceland Mall, Grand Anse, and see our fine selection of traditional West Indian bangles, necklaces, earrings, rings, and our unique handmade pieces. Step into Spice Isle Jewelry and shop in air-conditioned comfort with friendly, helpful, and courteous staff. We also pay the most for scrap gold. Our repair service is second to none. Treat yourself or someone special with something special from Spice Isle Jewelry, serving you since 1986. Call us on telephone number 440-3155 or 440-6648. Sale ends August 31st.
Yeah, guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for being a part of our program today. Some people see it as bacchanal. We see it as conflict resolution. Yeah, and sometimes you have to go through all these things to come to a conclusion. Because if we didn't initiate a conversation like that, guys, we probably would have never got to the point where we are right now. These two probably would have just been back and forth, cussing each other remotely, not even conversating amongst themselves. But although, as I said, it might seem like a bacchanal, but I believe we could have a conclusion to this. I think that there could be some positive conclusion to what we heard here today, and we wish them all the best. Now, I presided over a lot of shows like this. In the time that we're doing Right Along, I presided in probably a lot of shows like this. And oftentimes what I realize, guys, although it sounds muddy and it sounds all this stuff going on, oftentimes at the end of the day, in the next couple months or so, I'm happy to see that we got a resolution and everybody is happy. At least everybody is moving on. And I do think I have a way how we could resolve this. And I promise you guys, I'm going to give you guys an update on how Puzzle getting paid. That's the big question. All right. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being a part of our program today, guys. On behalf of all our production team here at Right Along, we say ciao. See you tomorrow. Oh, I got to tell you guys, we have a new project that we're doing here on Right Along. It's called the Riders Lane. All right. So we have this new series where we're doing a series of short films. And, you know, like how we have everyone have a story to tell, we're taking your stories and creating it into a short films, right? So we're looking for actors, actresses who really want to break into the business, right? And also, if you have a story, a memoir, a life story, something that you want to see convert into a film, contact us. That's our new project. So one, we're looking for actors and actresses. Inbox us if you're interested. And listen, it's hard work. Prepare to work, right? It's a paid gig, but prepare to work. It's a lot. So inbox Right Along Live if you're interested in being a part of our new project, Riders Lane. All right? New short film series coming soon. Also, guys, for Labor Day Sunday, we're going to be on we have a brunch, a Right Along support group brunch. Oil Down and Ting, yeah, full swing. Oil Down and Ting in full swing. Lambi water, Manish water, bacon saltfish, real vibe. Right Along support group brunch right here in New York. So if you're going to be in New York, you got to be a part of our Right Along support group brunch. Yeah, finger licking good. And you guys could pre-order. Of course, the pre-order link we're gonna put up that link by Wednesday, where you could go and pre-order. So when Saturday comes, you don't have to sit around and wait. Your food will be waiting for you, right? So cocoa tea, bakes, and saltfish. We have potato pudding, the world famous potato pudding. Lambi waters, Oil Down for so, real vibes. And that's Labor Day Sunday, right here in New York. I'll give you the information. I'll give you guys the address and information. All right? Promise you I'll put it out there. If you want to chill and meet and greet, you could do that as well. But it's the Right Along support group brunch, Labor Day Sunday, right here in New York. What else? Oh, Labor Day on the Parkway, on the road. Amazing Colors present the Trilogy NYC. Also give you guys more information where you could collect your packages and the band we're going to be playing with on the road Labor Day Saturday. Labor Day Monday. All right? Real vibes, real thing to look forward to, guys. On behalf of all our production team here, our executive producer Lois JJ, our moderators, we have Deanne Fraser, Kibbs, and Gail Charles, our technical operator in studio, Jacoby George. Ciao for now. See you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Williams Funeral Service serve you with dignity and compassion as you mourn. Every day, we embark on the journey of life, and one day, the journey will end. It's on that day that you can entrust the celebration of life of your loved ones to David Williams Funeral Service. Call 718-291-3823.
Almost forgot to tell you guys, if you have a business or event and you want to advertise right here on Ride Along Live, inbox us. We have a special for the remaining days of August, our special end of August rate, advertising rate. Inbox us for more information. If you have a business or an event coming up, you want to advertise, contact Ride Along Live. We got some great rates for you. Again, see you tomorrow. Bye-bye. Right along, so it's happening here.
Came over here. What does it mean? You know, I grew up in what I guess you call a typical family.
We break all the stories, and that's just a fact. And that's why everyone has a story to tell.
Right Along Live, I mean, yeah, it's a real deal.